welcome to our daily practice, and we're going to be working with some Qigong moves again for spring. Feel that it's important for us to build up our Qi. We've got the eclipse coming up. We've got we have how many days? Alexa, what's the date today? 6th, 7th, 8th, 2 days, so 48 hours. So you may well be feeling things. You may feel energized, lots and lots of things I could say. I still haven't done my live for this, but I have spoken about this in the Telegram group, Daily Qigong, and my I did reference this in our reading for last month as well. But the movement can help you move through. So if it's anger that's coming up, this very Aryan, fiery energy for Aries, then you can move through that. Around this time in the spring, we can be affected. It's very windy, they say, the March winds. But also that's energized when we have galactic events, solar winds, all of that going on. And all of that can affect our chi, our energy, if we aren't in a nice alignment and we kind of got stuff going on emotionally that drains that, or mentally that drains that. And physically you may be feeling tired, you may be feeling achy. We work with the liver in spring, and this has actually got a connection to the eyes. So there might, I feel as though eclipses are bringing up stuff energetically for us to see, to clear, to release. There's a lot of past life energy coming up, patterns from maybe old stories that might have been the stories that you worked with before. That was the story that goes over in the head, that experience. And now with the eclipse energy, it's like coming out of the cupboards, out of the closet, to release, to let go, to clear. And I love the way Elizabeth Peru puts this, as eclipse energy is very much like a closet that you've opened and everything's fallen out. Everything's just fallen out, and you've got to now sort it out. So the more you can do this over the next 48 hours, as we peak with the 8th, the better. But eclipse energy is 6 months before and 6 months after, and you'll notice that in the collective energy perhaps. So moving the body can really help us move through, releasing that trapped kinetic emotional energy, especially around the waist. And obviously the kidneys are our cleansing, they're like for all the toxins. And so if you've got too much of one emotion, i.e. anger, which you can be out of balance in this season, that fire, we want it to kind of be in balance. We don't want it to get out of hand and out like overly triggered or oversensitized, really stressed. So Qigong can help us to do that. Austin, I'm not sure, it doesn't say who that is. Slow, sure. Right, it's not a fashion channel, I'm afraid. No, this is a meditation and Qigong practice and spiritual channel to help you awaken and connect to your authentic you. So what we're going to work with the energy for the eclipse, which is in 2 days time. So that's showing up. So things that you might be thinking about, needing to clear, we're going to take that. And obviously we've got the new moon, and the dark moon energy is to release. There's a lot of negative energy that can be associated with eclipses, but we want to use that in a positive way. We want to bring that light in ourselves and expand and connect to our highest, most authentic you. So let's get started. We're going to start by warming up our joints. Give your hands a little shake and shake out the arms, legs. If you have any issues with your body, you can do this seated. Obviously it's harder, you can still be doing the shaking if you have any trouble, but coming to the knees, Let's start with our knees and joints and rotate the knees 4 times one way. And then the opposite direction. So just like a machine that needs oiling, your body needs movement. So hips, nice widgy pose, which is hip width apart, gentle knees, and rotate the upper body. So your hips, joints, lymphatic system and the nervous system. Releasing the kinetic energy, so opposite direction. And rolling the shoulders back, closing the eyes down and feel into your body. What do you need? And forward. The elbows, one direction out. One direction out the other way, the wrists and the arms. Now, if you have any issues with your shoulder, just lift to where you can, otherwise with me. And then forward, alternate. And backwards. Then take the hands to the lower back and rotate the top of the body. And the opposite direction. If you can only go like this, that's fine as well. You do what's right for your body. Don't force it. Qigong is the art of effortless power. And coming to a stop, coming to the head. Take the chin, head to the chin down. Inhale, head goes up. Exhale to center. Inhale to side. Exhale to center. Inhale to the side. Exhale to the center. And again, up. And down. And right. And left. And when you're back at the center, take the head down, and this time we'll rotate the neck. Try and keep the shoulders down so you can push the hands down to stop yourself from lifting your shoulder to your ear and coming the other way. Warming up our body, warming up our joints. Shake. Take that into what we call shaking the tree. So this movement, if you do this for 3 minutes, it's what animals do when they're in, like you see them shaking when they're in fear. It's to reset your nervous system. So if any time you feel stressed, you feel anxious, this is a really good way to shake it off, to release that tension in the body and bounce from the heels, kind of gently come off the floor, and the knees, you bounce from there. And then if you take them up and shake, it works for the lymphatic system. Coming down. And then coming to patting. We're going to come up to knocking the lungs. This is great to do in autumn. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, this is autumn for you. Coming up to the back 9 times and sweep across. So what we call this is creating our Wei Qi. And go down the inside of the arms, lingering at the elbow, and then come down and up. 1, 2, 3. Bringing photoregeneration of the cells to the surface of the skin. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hi, thank you for joining us. 8, 9, over to the other side, lingering at the elbow 9 times on the first one, and then come down. Go up the outside, down the inside. Cupping the hand as you slap. We catch all the meridians coming down the arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Shake that, bring the hands up in like Indian dancing here, shaking the horse. Really shake the elbows. Shake that. Come to the back. Little tapping. And then go down the side of the legs first time. Up the inside, catching those meridians. Down the side again, bringing the weight chi. It's your immune booster. Don't need to take one, you just need to tap. And down the back, up the front, the bladder. And the third time, linger behind the knees. And come up. And then feel into the body. You feel the tingling, the kinetic energy in your hands. Take the hands up into what we call cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Both in through the nose and out through the nose. Mouth is for eating, unless we are releasing, which we will do in a second. But for now, what I call easy breath is our Qigong breath. Coming down, come all the way down. And as you get to the top, hang here for a second. And then taking our hands up, slowly the gallbladder, the liver meridian, catching both. Bringing up and over, coming, and we trace up over the back of the head, coming down the sides. Come down the sides, you can touch, you cannot touch, it's entirely up to you. Some people feel funny about that. And then coming again, tracing, come up to the nose, over the head, down, round the sides, or yang, yin energy. This time, take them to the back and just hold some kidney breathing. So we literally just cup the back, the lower back, and breathe in, breathe out. Come round, and we're going to do that what we just did before with the gallbladder, but this time we come down, we hang for a little bit, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, go deeper. Inhale, coming up, bend the knees if you need to, come up to the face. And as you come round, come back round to the back. The hands come forward and bend in a wave. moving into angel wings. Close the eyes and feel the movement in the body. So it's a gentle ripple. You're making like a little wave with the hands. You want to feel into it. So we're not just doing this with our hands. You want your feet, the balance, the ball of the foot with the feet. Feel your center of gravity. Breathe in fully as the hands come down. As you exhale, exhale fully. Up, inhale, exhale. Slowly through the nose and then slowly through the nose out. This time let the hands come down to the side. With the eyes closed, let the hands drop to the side and just feel into the body, the heat, the fire. Where is it? Is there pain? Is there inflammation in the body? Is there irritation? Is there anger? As you breathe in another cleansing breath, on your exhale, release. One more time with exhaling through the mouth. And to the side. And then gently start to twist. And movement going on before we move into pushing the mountain. So twisting. And then one hand comes up. Bottom. Top. Bottom. And top. Feel into it. And then let the body just come to a stop. Step out slightly into horse stance. Bend the knees. Lifting the hands up. Bring them together. Take a breath. So go up. Then push the hands down to the side and push them out. It's called pushing the mountain. So push with resistance. And then bring the hands up. Feel that flow of energy coming up from the root chakra. As it goes out to the side, push away that which is no longer serving you now. Out from the field. And think about, as I said, the winds can offset our chi field. Think about anything that's offsetting you. Putting back your balance and visualizing, if you haven't done your harmonic shield today, or your filter as I call it, visualize the star behind your head. The flow of energy as you come up, as you're pushing out that energy going down, and the expansion of your central column of light. Feeling like no one can touch you. You've got this bubble of light around you. Everything bounces off. Anyone's thoughts, feelings, emotions, they don't affect you. It's like you've got this glass bubble, and then push forward, hold, and then down, push forward, breathing in, breathing out, pull down. Feel the flow of your own energy in this circle around you, this central column, the central column through the meridian lines that are expanding as you're pushing out, and then coming back, pulling up. I'm going to make a fist, any tension, we're going to push it and alchemize it into the tunnel of light, into the bubble of light, that rainbow energy that we can access at the moment, the high frequency. And then coming in a chi ball at the base of the lower dantian. Take one hand down and push, one hand comes up. Take the other hand and feel like you're pushing a ball, condensing. And then do the same on the other side. Containing your own energy, expanding, contracting, feeling the heavenly chi, connection with the star, the galactic sun, with the earth, Gaia and Tara and the crystal line, both etheric and physical crystalline caves. And then walk the feet in, keep that movement. And then take those hands up to the side and lean into connecting, stretching both at the same time. Exhale, coming to center. Inhale at the heart, expand down, reach down to the ground, to Gaia. Feel the connection with Gaia. Feel the connection with central sun. Feel as though there's an expanding elastic band moving through as you pulse the energy through the heart. My husband laughing at me. And then take the hands to the heart. Take the dominant hand and place it underneath. The other thing that's happening with the eclipse is the sun and the moon, obviously, they're in that conjunction. That's that masculine and feminine are coming together, as I spoke about on Instagram, with the sacred, divine sacred sexuality of the masculine and the feminine. So the divine masculine, the divine feminine. Feel that at the heart and expand that. We have both within us. Push to the side. And then look to the side. Put your thumb up. In fact, I'll do it to start with. We do it like this so you can see me. Look at your thumb. Take your thumb round and follow your thumb. Then look back and try and keep your thumb at the side of you in your periphery vision. As you bring it back in, it'll come back into focus. Now do that again. Taking it out, hand stays forward, keep it in periphery. Bring the other one forward and swap. This is for the brain, right and left brain hemispheres, which are expanding. Again, masculine, feminine, this time go with it. A little exercise for the brain and the eyes. Head stays forward, keep it in the periphery. Bring it back into vision, bring them both in. Now this time, come round and follow it all the way round with a nice little twist at the stomach at the same time. In breath, out breath. The other side, do the same. Keep your focus on the thumb. Each time, coming back, go further when you twist with the arm. And bringing them back to centre. Arms come up over the head. Step in, pull up, and open babbling brook. Our feet. Lifting on tippy toes, try and keep your balance. And lower. Inhale, exhale, lean with both sides. Inhale up, exhale over. And down. This time bend forward as you come down and feel that stretch in our lower back. Hold here, take a breath, and exhale, come down and over. Feel the stretch in the lower lumbar. Go deeper, hold the ankles, and breathe. Slowly coming up to the knees. And stretch out those shoulders and that shoulder blade. Dip with one shoulder, trying to touch that shoulder to your knee. Up with the breath, and then exhale, go over to the other side. Stretch the inner thigh at the same time. Come up, the lower back, stretch. And then come up, head comes up last, slowly vertebrae by vertebrae, shoulders and head, and roll forward and back and shake that out. And I grab our cards, just stand in a nice Ouija pose in what we call bamboo in the wind. Dominant hand over the belly, over our lower dantian. And just close the eyes and breathe. Gosh, it's getting heavy. I'll have to start steering them with the weights. What's that? Okay, so let's pull a card for today. Okay, what do we need to know? What do our viewers need to know in this now moment for this coming eclipse? Just one card, not a deeper reading, just what would be handy to know in the highest good of all of humanity. These are Wisdom of Avalon. The novice. Innocence, beginner, ignorance, new skills without practice, unstable curiosity. This one's not come up before. This is for our viewers. It means something that which isn't known, sort of practicing. So in terms of our practice, that concerns me slightly. You need to allow for, if you're a beginner, don't get upset with yourself if it's taking a while to get the hang of things. So I'm going to read what it says because this one's not come up before. Innocence, naivety, foolishness, early knowledge not yet integrated, the ability to see the world untainted, and learning abilities. These are the aspects of the novice as she appears in your life. The novice is a reminder you are to be teachable and humble. Ah, yeah. Well, one of the things I said about this month is forget. Forget what you know, forget your religion, forget your culture, forget everything. So me included, that includes. So forget all of that which we know in order to learn, to grow, to be open and receptive to the highest good and this higher learning. The novice is reminding you to be teachable and humble. If you don't know something, don't pretend that you do. Chances are that you'll make an error that may cost you more than you wish to pay. So be honest, be upfront, be open. New information is coming, and this is the time to be open to learning and expanding. The novice also reminds you to be like a child and remember the wonder, the awe you once had for the world around you, when discovering magic was an essential part of everyday experiencing. The novice reminds you that you need to stop and ask yourself, what lessons must I learn here? The lesson is always mirrored in the experience in front of you. Dig deep into the working, and whatever situation you're inquiring about, you don't have to look far, for the answer is right in front of you. Sometimes it may feel as if you have two left feet and don't know how to dance, or that perhaps you're fumbling in the dark and fear that you may be left behind. It's all right to be the not knowing. This is the place where new understanding takes time to integrate. Be gentle with yourself. The greatest gift the novice reminds you of is that you are always at the beginning of some area of your life and experiences. Slow movement is required when novice appears. Practice, practice, practice is what I would say. Before moving forward, perhaps you need time to journal your thoughts and receive clarity about what mystery invites you to learn. What is the mystery here inviting you to learn? What are you being asked to learn? Then rejoice, because the novice of Avalon is one of the path of higher knowledge and abundance, manifestation, and doesn't stay a novice for long. I think there is much to learn, much for us to see that maybe that is open. So journaling and actually reminding me, and I'd forgotten what I'd said for this month's energy, is forget in order to know. You must be willing to learn in the first place. We must be open and receptive to the highest energy possible. And that is what we're trying to be taught. So forget what you already know and be open and receptive to learning something new. In terms of movement as well, I would say, and our practice, go slow, incrementations, work with the body and work with your body, because you will move over time in incrementations. Even for me, when I stopped for a 6-month period of not doing the Qigong every day, I could feel the difference when I reignited my practice. That happened really, really good evening. It happened slowly over time after having that break. You can feel the difference in incrementation in the body. So allow that. So this card we pulled, the novice, in terms of the eclipse and learning. So innocence, there's an innocence happening around here. It's a new moon as well, and it's a beginning. I think it's that fresh start. It's also, there is a lot of ignorance to what is happening. I feel that we're not all aware, myself included, of everything that is out there. So things might come up that will be like a shock. So be open and receptive to new information, and that curiosity and understanding on this deep knowledge is coming for all of us, me included. That's for me as well. Anyway, love and blessing, and thank you for joining me. I will pop this up onto Patreon in the list. So if you find the list on there, it has our year of Qigong practices or the daily members practices. That's where all the videos get posted. So thank you. Have a beautiful Saturday. Love and blessings in your now moment. I'm wonderful, thank you. I've been doing lots of detox in preparation for the 8th. So hopefully I'm well underway. I listened heavily to the guidance that come in to work with clearing, so juice cleansing and celery juice and lemon juice in the morning. So that's really helping to clear out the system. Not eating as much to give the liver a little bit of a cleanse, no fats before 12, even the good fats. So that'll help the body to do, and I'm a big fan of medical mediums, so the liver cleanse and liver rescue is where I've got all that I'm practicing myself. Not for everyone, but I was really called for that. So that's really helping. And I believe lots around me. I had my energy shift last month in preparation for what I was being told to be a channel and a vessel for. So for this month, to allow myself to channel that high information as it comes through. So recommend meditation on Monday. We will do a meditation Monday on Monday and for the eclipse, and we will do a longer movement practice, because if you're feeling that fire come up, because there's lots of things being activated, in particular, as I said, the masculine, the feminine within us, and this merging, I feel, is what's happening here. It's expansion of consciousness, but it's new to me. It comes, and as it comes through, I share. So love and blessings, and thank you for joining us.